This morning I woke up and I started to miss the toxic people in my life that I went no contact with. Those of you who are healing from complex trauma, you might feel this way, missing the person even though they did you harm continually. It's pretty complicated because on one hand, you remember the hurt that a person might have put you through, and depending on the length of the relationship, that might have been like 5% of the relationship, 20, 40%, who knows? It's a spectrum. So you remember the good times, which was 95% of the relationship, 80%, 60% of the relationship. So I find myself going back and forth. I associate with an external factor or get triggered by something externally. Or it could be I start listening to a song and then I think of them and like this internal world bubbles up, these emotions, whether it's you remember the good times or it took you back to like a memorable event in the relationship, something beautiful even. And it's really tough to not feel guilt, stand in my power, trusting my gut that and myself that I made the right decision, not abandoning myself because, you know, I I I did this work in soul retrieval and I'm not about to go be called Persephone again, okay? Deuces. I'm out of that underworld. She had an astral body and escape in the form of Julia Cho. Anyways, if you find yourself in this position, you might have cut ties with a friend, a really good friend, or you thought once before the deconstruction phase, or you might have cut ties with family members, is a loved one, a lover, whoever it is. I find myself missing that person. I noticed that I haven't been listening to music because it's too invokes my imagination too much in this time of healing. So I shut that music off and I just recognized what's here. It started off with a positive longing, missing the person. And then as I was getting my coffee, my mind associated to the darker, more negative aspects of a relationship. And I felt my flight response activate, like my calf muscles and my arm. I could notice like a tingling in my muscles where my brain is sending a message to like get the fuck out of here. So it's interesting how you could do a 180 in the emotional spectrum and how important it is to be mindful of the process. It's like my body is feeling it somatically and in my internal emotional world, but and I'm able to have that experience and witness it. Checking in with your body. I'm gonna mindfully now put on my makeup. I'm not gonna think about the thought. I'm just gonna stay present with my brush, my breath, closing this lid, just enjoying. Oh, it's too. I am ready to run my errands. So, thank you for joining me. I wish you much love, compassion on your journey. Don't forget when you have these moments of missing the toxic people in your life, you can acknowledge that there were both good times and bad times, and you're going to stick to your boundaries. You're not going to abandon yourself or let anyone else abandon you anymore. So stay firm. Hang 10 if those of you all who are feeling a dark night of the soul in reconstructing your life, sending you strength. You're not alone.